The Joe Rogan Experience.
That's an A room. Some rooms are tightly controlled environments, but starting, we didn't always perform in tightly controlled environments.
No.
Bowling alleys.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking backyards.
Bars.
Yeah. Like there's so many other spots where you also have to make comedy happen.
Yeah, and those
places where there's a big moat between you and the audience.
Dude, I did a Jack and Jill strip club.
There you go.
Jack and Jill strip club in Woonsocket, Rhode Island.
There was a guy
named Brian Deary. He used to book these gigs. I think he's still around. He used to book these gigs in Rhode Island, and some of them were great, but occasionally they were terrible. And this one, as far as I know, I think I was a one and done. I think they killed it after either, because there was only like 4 people in the crowd. And I went up, and there was a guy and a girl. Jack and Jill strip club was there was an old concept that didn't really take off, where couples would go, and a guy would go and strip, and the girl would go and strip. And they both looked like their parents drank while they were in the womb. they both had terrible tattoos. This guy had terrible tattoos, and he had them covered with bandanas. So he had like bandanas around his arm, and you could see like the shitty tattoo poking out of the bottom. And he was built goofy. He was built like a guy who like lifts weights, but he drinks every night. You know what I mean? Like right. He wasn't
strong pot belly.
He wasn't like if you go to Vegas and you see those like the men from down under, they're all six pack, looking ripped. There was nothing like that with him or her. They were both disgusting. They're both disgusting, and it was. And I'd like to say I bombed, but bombing usually you hear some noise,
right?
Like people are mad at you, you suck, boo. They were not even recognizing that I was talking.
Oh my god!
So I got off stage, and there was like a little pool table in the back, and there was a dude who just happened to be in town because his family lived there because it was around the holidays, and his family lived in Rhode Island, and he just wanted to get out of the house, so he came to this local bar, and he goes, "Hey, what the fuck is this place?" And I go, "What are you doing here?" And he goes, "I'm just here. My fucking family lives around here, and I just came here because there's nowhere else to go. What the fuck is this place? This is so strange." And he and I had a game of pool, and we were laughing.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I'll never forget it. It was so strange. It was so strange.
But that's not a controlled environment.
Those gigs season you though.
Yes.
You develop a crust.
Yes.
A layer of protection where you could go up in front of those people.
Yes, and you also know when you get offered those gigs what it's going to be like.
Yeah.
Just by the tone. I mean, it's going to be great. It's always packed. All right. Okay. All right. Where is it again? Sure.
But there were some that were always packed. There were some gigs that I'd get, old school shitty bar gigs that were fun, man.
Yeah.
They were wild. They made me because they fed me.
Right.
Those gigs fed me when I was poor.